I want to start a long time ago, in 2015, when I was a student at college, just about to make the decision of where I wanted to go for university. And it was something that I hadn't really thought about, in honesty. So I sat down in my university library on the computer I always went for. Unfortunately, a picture isn't available, but a reflection is. And I started to write a personal statement for maths. But the problem was I didn't actually want to do it. It was just something that I was taking at the moment, and I thought, I'll probably get through 3 years of this. But I didn't have a plan. So that personal statement was never actually complete. Instead, I started to think about what else I enjoyed and what other sort of things I could do as a degree. And I realised that making films and media production and that sort of thing was something that I'd always been drawn back to. I was always getting involved in college projects, little freelancer jobs here and there. And actually, someone that I met through my college took a bit of a shine to me and offered the opportunity to make a music video. He was a musician, and he said that he had a new track coming out and he wanted someone to just make him a little sort of movie. So I said, yes, absolutely. Do you mind if I make a logo for you to put on as a sort of stamp of ownership? And he said, yes, of course you can. So I made a logo, and I made a Facebook page, and I made a Twitter, and I very audaciously called myself a business, but I wasn't. I had no business knowledge, no business qualifications. I'd never ever studied business in my life. I couldn't tell you the difference between income tax and corporation tax. I didn't know anything. But I didn't know what opportunities were awaiting me when I stepped through that door to come to Leeds and study film. So for me, the first sort of semester was very much a blank canvas, in that I didn't really have a certain plan. Again, I didn't think I need to go in one certain direction. I just got involved as much as possible. So I did some stuff with the TV studio. I did some additional freelancing, but it was only really when I got in touch with Spark, which are the student startup sort of support scheme that are based in the Career Centre, where things really started to move for me. So they taught me all of the foundational knowledge that I needed to be able to run a business effectively. And this is really the focus of my talk. It's how I happened across this opportunity and how it's paid dividends for me in the years that have passed since I got involved. So alongside these opportunities, I've taken a year out to run my business full time and getting funded and things like that. One of the things that I really found myself getting from my experiences was just additional knowledge alongside my degree in film, where you learn things like, you know, your standard essay writing and your practical skills. I was learning how to network. I was learning how to speak to people. I was learning how to create a product. I wasn't actually a very strong public speaker initially, but after pitching for funding, pitching around the world, pitching for competitions, I found myself very comfortable in front of audiences. That was proven actually by an experience I had in South Korea this summer, where me and some international students worked as part of a team in a pitching competition and pitched to a panel of entrepreneurs and actually won the pitching competition. So that was very affirming for me. But I also had the same experience that again came through Spark in New York, and there's actually a couple of people I've seen here who are also on the part of the program with me, but this was a picture I took in New York, and it was the same thing. Come up with a business solution, pitch it in front of a panel of entrepreneurs. So both of these experiences were really sort of enriching for me. But alongside these sort of bigger achievements, there are a lot of small successes along the way as well. So this is a computer that I built just so I didn't have to walk into Clothworkers every day to work, because I'd usually be there until 9 in the morning. So all sorts of new experiences were happening as a result. My production quality was just increasing and increasing. So all these came from the last few months compared to the stuff that I used to shoot on my old camera. Yeah, I can confidently call myself a business now. So it's ironic because I always tried to run away from media studies. I didn't want to do it initially as part of my course. I didn't actually come to college studying it. I did history and then changed. But being at Leeds, I would say, and studying film and having that experience of a formal course, as well as having the experience of running a business outside in my spare time, has made the university lifestyle and experience really, really, truly enriching for me. And I think a lot of students don't realise that when they come to uni, yeah, the standard is that you have to come and do the work and get your degree. But you've also, in a change of perspective, got 3 years of safety to pursue whatever you want to pursue. You've got a library card, you can go and learn whatever you want. And Leeds is somewhere that doesn't require a plan. You can just be eager and want to be proactive, and you'll be rewarded for it. Thank you very much.